Hey, hope all is going well for you today. I just wanted to cover something that I find plagues most of, my readers and probably you and myself as I got started in video marketing, and that is you feel like a complete idiot talking to a camera. And if you haven't watched my videos before this, please check them out. They are, they'll help you with anything video marketing. So let's get to it. Now, I understand completely, you're looking at a lens, there's no one around you and you're talking as if there is someone around you, so you might feel a little crazy in the head. It's totally fine, everybody goes through it, and I just wanted to give you a few pointers to help you get through that, because it is kind of weird, and right now I'm actually doing the same exact thing, talking to a camera. In fact, my lens, let's see how big this is, it's about that big. Let's see, can you see that? Yeah. That doesn't look that big on camera. It's probably about 4 or 5 inches around. So I'm looking at a 5-inch just eyeball of nothingness, of glass. And so your cameras are probably a little bit smaller, the lens is tiny, so you'll be fine, but mine's pretty big. It took a little bit of time to get used to. So here's some pointers. If you watched the Video Boss launch sequence and you were a part of Andy Jenkins', I forgot what he called it, the Bossathon, that was it. And you sat there for 10 hours each day and watched it, just like I did, because I love video, so I sat there the whole time. Mike Koenig's got on, and if you don't know who Mike Koenig is, he is a part owner of Traffic Geyser and a few other companies that run under Traffic Geyser. Cool, very cool guy. Anyways, he has the best bit of advice. If you're on camera and you're either talking with someone on camera, giving an interview, or talking to the camera, his best advice is to act like and feel like you are talking to someone you really care about, or someone who really moves you or impresses you or whatever. It could be anyone who motivates you, who gives you inspiration. So let's say you have a daughter, and when you talk to her, you just get filled up with all this pretty emotion, and you just feel really great when you talk to her. You can talk to her about anything. And she'll just listen. Your heart is filled with happiness when you talk to her. What you do is right before you get on camera, or while you're on camera, because you can always cut. That's the main rule. You can always cut out stuff. You can never add stuff in to a scene, but you can cut it out. Well, you can, but that's a different scope. You start off thinking about talking to your daughter or whoever that person might be, and just let yourself get fulfilled with that emotion, that happiness, that zen, as I like to call it, and then just act like you're talking to her. Like right now, for me, as an example, I am talking to my girlfriend, but no, I'm actually talking to you. You're not my girlfriend, but that helps me feel comfortable on camera. So that's all you have to do. Just feel like you're talking to that person. If you're doing an interview, same thing, just act like the person you're interviewing, or if you're being interviewed, just before you get on camera or at the beginning, just have a conversation, subconsciously with that person that moves you, that gives you happiness. And that, that's such great advice, and it helps so much when you get on camera, because it's kind of daunting sitting in front of a lens that's this big, but it's doable. Another bit of advice is to never memorize. Always do off the cuff, and most marketers will probably say you're crazy, don't ever do that, but I have to say, do it off the cuff. I've seen so many people write everything down, have a full list, have it on their computer, just a full line item list of everything they want to cover. That's great as an outline. Go over your outline before your video, and then just do it. You can cut stuff out, you can piece it together, make it a beautiful thing, but do it off the cuff. It's more genuine. People will feel more attached to you because you're having a conversation with them or with you. The delivery comes off a lot smoother if you're not reading. Because if you're reading, you're worried about, if you memorize, say, here's a notepad. I can't see if you can see that. Where is it? There. Here's a notepad. Let's say I had notes. I don't. This is actually my to-do list. But let's say I had notes for this whole presentation, and I typed out my whole thing I'm going to talk about today. I would be sitting here with my notes right here, right in front of me. You can't see them because they're off camera, but you'd see me looking down all the time. Or even worse, looking down's not so bad, but even worse is me choking up because what I memorized is not actually coming out of my mouth. Let's say I wanted to have a sentence before the one I just said, and I forgot to do it. I'll freak out, start sweating, and I'll want to redo it. And what I see happening is people just scare themselves. When they mess up their speech, they start completely over again. You know, you don't need to do that. You can just cut and then start over. You know, it'll look like a jump cut, but that's fine. This is internet video. It doesn't need to be professional. You're not an actor. You're just someone that, you know, your followers follow, and they like hearing from you. It doesn't need to be fully produced and look perfect, as my videos don't. You know, I put them together, edit them a little bit, and then throw them up. I spend time on them. You know, I have the good gear and everything, so they look good. But all this is off the cuff, and that's probably the best bit of advice I can give to you. Do everything off the cuff. Though have an outline of what you want to discuss. Don't just say, okay, I'm going to pop up the camera and talk for 30 minutes. Then, you know, nothing that you talk about will even be that great. Have an outline of what you want to talk about. Go over your outline before you get on camera. Once you get on camera, just do it. If it doesn't feel good, do it again. But do not memorize anything. You know, don't scare yourself. Just do it. Another little quick tip, don't stare. You know, they say that staring is looking at someone for 8 seconds or more. So if you think about that, you're not really looking at someone, you're looking at a camera lens. I can sit here and just stare, you know, at the camera lens, and it doesn't feel like I'm staring, but you know, to you who's viewing me as a viewer, I'm staring at you. And that could get kind of uncomfortable and make you feel uncomfortable, or make your reader or viewer feel uncomfortable. So try not to just have a death stare, you know, at the camera. Do your best to look away, look off screen a little bit. Just don't keep a full-on stare on the camera. So I hope this has helped you out some, and I hope you can now jump on camera and feel a little bit more comfortable. Again, just think about someone who you care about, or who inspires you, or an idol that you might have, or someone you would love to talk to and they just fill you with happiness, you thinking that you'd be able to talk to them. It's just someone who makes you feel good. You know, because when you jump on camera, you get scared, you kind of worry about what people are gonna think. Don't worry about that. You think about someone you care about, and then it gets all those emotions out of your head, and you're able to deliver the product, which is your video. So I'll leave you off with that. If you haven't liked my Facebook page, I would hope you do, because I'll be bringing you more great content. So I hope you'll join my email list, because I'll be sending out more great content about video marketing to help you out with your business or your personal product or launch, or you know, whatever you might have that you need to use video for. I'll help you do that. Sorry, my AC just turned on, so everything just dimmed. And I do apologize if the sound's kind of crappy, because my AC is on because it's pretty hot. You know, I look forward to talking to you again. See you later.